Good morning and welcome to Touch Base Daily. My name is Ron Foster and I'm touching base with you as I do every day on the weekday, but sometimes during the weekend, like this weekend. We're going to talk about this weekend, but also today is Motivation Monday. So that's what we do on Mondays. Monday is our Motivation Monday. Who is motivated today? Who is motivated today? And let's see who's in the building. I see Amparo. Amparo, I forgot to get back to you, my dear. I still haven't done my part of that project. Amparo, please forgive me. Sorry. I did not ignore your statement, your question, but I was crazy on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But we will get it together. We will get it together. Wow, people are popping in fast today. What's going on? Hannah is in the building. Hannah joined me this weekend on my live. We're going to talk about this Saturday and this weekend. And what did you do this weekend? So start thinking about what did you do this weekend and share. Let's share. Hey, Omar is in the building. Omar says, good morning. Good morning. Yes, the fisherman is in the building. So we're waiting for the fisherman podcast from Omar. And just throwing it out there, Omar. And Mr. G.R. Houston Jack is in the building. Good morning. Good morning. And Jamel Shabazz is in the building. Good, Ron and family. Good morning to you guys, he says. And Bryson is in the building. What's up, Ron? What's up, RLP family? What happy Met Gala Monday, everybody. Yes, today is the Met Gala here in New York City. Huge event, celebration of the garden. I think everyone's going to be dressing like something related to the garden. And but Bryson would know more about that. So Bryson, you could put all the information you want into this little comment boxes, and I'll just simply air it. And hey, here's someone. G and C Sports Talk is in the building. What's going on? For some reason, that sounds very familiar, that G and C Sports Talk. What's going on? And Lisa is in the building. Lisa's son just celebrated a birthday on, I think it was Friday. So, guys, that was wonderful. I love Lisa and her son. I think they are, like I said, I light up when I see them. So, and I said to Lisa, we are due for a lunch. But anyway, that sidebar. And I see again, Jamel says good morning again. Empara says, I'm gonna email you later. Amparo, I hope that's not in your mom's voice. She is making progress. Thank you, dear. You are the best. I'm juggling a couple of things here, and but it's been great. It's good to have these partnerships because Lord knows I need these accountability buddies. And Amparo is my accountability buddy. She is my accountability buddy for a project we are doing. Good morning, Chrissy's Corner. Chrissy, I was acting like you this weekend, sharing information about our street fair, which I'm going to talk about in a moment. Gary Jackson is in the building. Ding, ding, ding. Good morning. Happy Monday. And I forgot to talk about the Knicks last week. Friday, I think it was, Friday, I was supposed to say, hey, shout out to the Knicks. And so all we New Yorkers are excited about the Knicks because they did not choke. For those that don't, only the people that were raised in the 90s and the 2000s know what I mean when I say the Knicks choking. But the Knicks did win, and we are celebrating the Knicks in their basketball triumph, but they are now, I think, going into the finals. The next round is the finals, final rounds of playing, so they can get to the championships. I see here Kelly A is in the building. What's going on? Long time no see. So good to see you. And who else is in the building? What? Wait. What's that? What's 75,000? Oh, this is for the gala tonight. $75,000 a ticket. Well, it is a fundraiser. It is a fundraiser. Maybe someday the Touch Base Daily community will send me. Maybe it's, someday the Touch Base Daily community will be so big and so large that they will send me to the Met Gala. And Power says, I think the Met Gala theme is Sleeping Beauty. Yes, Sleeping Beauty and I think the main theme is Sleeping Beauty, but it's also wearing clothes, I think, related to something gardens. Yeah, so I'm sure Bryson's getting ready to tell us. Bryson's getting ready to tell us. I'm gonna get to it. Okay, I see good mornings, good mornings, good mornings. I see all the good. Hey, Chris R is in the building. What's going on, Chris R? Uh, yes, Lisa says we are. Yes, we are. Thank you, everyone, for birthday wishes to my son. Does your son have an Instagram account? I don't think I looked and I didn't see one. Maybe it's on private, but I didn't see one for your son on Instagram. But we were glad to channel our love through you to your son. He's such a delightful young man. Um, Hannah, hello, Omar. How was your fishing trip many moons ago when I went fishing? All I could catch were bluegills. You're doing better than me, Hannah. Okay, I see. Aya is in the building. What's going on, Aya? Aya, every time I see your name, it reminds me of an African song. One of these days, I'm gonna have to forward the songs to you. It's a African. I think they're Nigerian or they may be from Ghana. And every time I see your name, I think of African music. So anyway, it's just my time when I was in Ghana. I absorbed so much songs from so many artists that are now mainstream here in America, like Davido. And what's the other one guy's name? I forgot his name already. As I'm trying to think these things out, the names fall out in my head. But Wizkid, there it was, Wizkid. The bunch of them were awesome African Afrobeat, African music across overseas in Africa, in Europe. But America just started to get on the bandwagon about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, in incorporating good African music from the continent. Bryson, I knew Bryson would give us the information. Bryson says, is Sleeping Beauty's reawakening fashion the dress code? Oh, so the theme is Sleeping Beauty reawakening fashion? The dress code, however, is the Garden of Time. Y'all can definitely live from E at Met Gala on E. Also, y'all can catch it on Peacock. Thank you, Bryson. Bryson is all things entertainment. So Bryson still hasn't gotten back to me. Does he want to come on a Friday, like a little 10-minute section and say, give us entertainment news? Anyway, just saying, hint, hint. Get your feet wet. Get your feet wet, Bryson. Hey, Janet's in the building. I had a great time with Janet this weekend, as usual. Janet is in the building. Janet Fisher is in the building. She says greetings, and everyone, any and everyone. And Africa, South Africa. Is there a connection between you and South Africa? Let me know. Omar says yes, Bryson. Yes. Okay, I see here also. You guys are talking today. I'm loving it. Amparo, the only way I am going to the gala is with a camera on my shoulders. Absolutely. I am hoping that one day I can photograph that event. You know why? Because I am an event photographer. So maybe one day someone will give me the invitation. Ron, we need a slot. We need a photographer for the Met. I'm open. I am open. You know, you gotta do, you know what you have to do? You have to put these things into the universe and watch them happen. That's right. Put it into the universe and watch it happen. Okay, I see. Janet says she said we had a fab time learning about another New York City neighborhood. So, what did you do this weekend? How did you spend your weekend? I want to know. And while you're texting it, I'm going to tell you about my weekend. So Friday, I started working on a campaign. something that is going to be, I think, is going to be annual. I talked to Chris this morning, and we we have our accountability time, and I start working on the campaign, as a GoFundMe. So actually, like last year, we did it, and y'all, I put my Cash App up on the screen, and then you guys sent money, and then I gave the School of Information Technology, which is a high school in Long Island City here in New York City. And so there's a lot of, it's a beautiful high school. I've had the opportunity to design the school as an interior designer. So I've designed the hallways, the main corridors, I've some of the office areas, the lunchroom. I redid the lunchroom. What else? The lobby area. And now I'll be able to present to you guys in about, I think next week. I think it's next week. Yeah, next week I will be able to present to you guys their new technical lab that I've worked from scratch. We were able to take the off that whole office, that like area, rip it apart, take up the floors, everything. And we put new tiles in, new counters, new chairs, new desks. The students are going to love their new technical lab. For it'll probably be open for the next year, next school year. But it is, I'll be able to give you a little bit, it'll be about 75-80% finished next week, and I'm going to be doing a walk of the space next week. So I'm going to do like a little clip it and just share with you guys on YouTube, here on YouTube. It will not be on Instagram, it will be on YouTube. And but anyway, because I work so much with the school, as in bringing, bringing beautiful environments to the students, they asked me to be on the board. So I always say, when people ask you to be on the board of any organization, your main function is to build that entity financially. You're to help some way financially, so that way that organization can grow and build, and and help. So last year we raised, I think it was 420 bucks, and it happened on a whim. So I went to the community last year, and I was telling my Patreon community, those that support me in Patreon, that I was going to use their funds, to take some money from the funds that they give me every month. I was going to take that month, I think it was May last month, or it was April, that I was going to, I think it was May, and I was going to give those hundred, I think I was put $100, 150 bucks to the school, to help their kids get gowns and clothes and their yearbooks, and pay their senior dues for the kids in the school that don't have the money. And we did, and so I just mentioned that I was going to do that, and then next thing you know, somebody in here said, "Ron, I want to help," and then they said, "Ron, put your Cash App up, and we all gonna, as a community, support." Anyway, this whole community was able to raise 425 bucks to send over to the school. So I had a brainstorm. I am working on the marketing for it, and it'll be released later on this evening. I said, how can I have a board meeting as well with them this evening? I said, how can we do it better this year? Because it really impacted a lot of young people last year. A lot of young people were able to go to their senior prom because of some of the people in this community. And so this year I said, why not create a GoFundMe? That way everything is, goes to a GoFundMe. You guys can do what you ever, I can put the GoFundMe up, and you can just put it out there. And for the whole month of May, the rest of May, I will be talking about it. Because I talked to the principal, yes, on Friday, and I said to her, how much money do you guys need for the students this year? And she says, Ron, let me get back to you. I'm going to go to the budget person. Budget person got back to both of us while we were on the phone. And she says between $1,500 and $2,000. I said, okay, no problem. I'm just going to put it out there. So I'll put a GoFundMe together, and it'll be on all my platforms, and it will be anywhere I can get to raise money for these kids. And because so many kids today, because of the high interest rates, because of their parents are not making enough money, because many, many reasons, they can't afford their prom. And I know what that's like. I remember when I had to pay for my senior dues. My mom was a single mom. She was those sirens in New York City. They do it to me every time. But anyway, every hour there's a siren in New York. But I remember when I was in high school and my mom was a struggling single parent trying to raise my sister and I. And I remember the struggle of getting that money together for senior dues and to get my yearbook and to get the things I needed for my cap and gown. So I said, let's do a GoFundMe. So that's what I plan to do. Now, I was talking to, I have my powwows. I said, I think this would be a good idea every year. I don't know how this could grow, but wouldn't it be nice if every year the Touch Base Daily community was able to give money to schools to help students? So I said, we'll see how it goes this year with the GoFundMe. More sirens, more sirens. New York City. Anyway, sidebar. Need to leave. I need to walk away. Walk away. Walk away from the sirens. Okay. So I said it would be a great idea that every year that would be our fundraiser. That's something we'll do as a community. As long as I'm doing Touch Base Daily, we will help schools. And I'm hoping that maybe it will grow. It will grow and continue to grow. As this community grows, hopefully it will grow. And then we can not just help only Information Technical High School, but we can help another high school and then add another high school and then add another high school. So that's my goal. I was like, this would be really cool to help students because times are hard. A lot of parents are having a hard time just getting their kids to school on a just go get your lessons done and learn in school today. So I think that would be a great idea for us as a community. It'll be something that we can look forward to every year, impacting young lives, helping people. And I think that would be good. So that was my Monday. I mean, that was my Friday. Talking to them on the phone, having conversations, also creating campaign stuff. I think helping others is the best way to grow and to build and to become. It's just good to be a help to others. It is more blessed to give than to receive. But even in that, as we give, we always get back. It's the law of the universe. When you give to others, it always comes back to you. You can't outbeat giving. So anyway, so we'll have tomorrow we'll be up and running for the GoFundMe for Information Technical Technical High School in Long Island City to help their students with their graduation dues, prom, and anything they need towards their senior senior year. And their prom is on the first week of June, and then they graduate in the last week of June. So again, we'll do this for the whole month of May. I'll mention it all the time. If you guys want to put into the GoFundMe, put it where you want. That would be great to help them out. And let's see what we do this year. Last year we did 425. Let's see what we can do this year. Let's see if we can help these wonderful young people that are trying to get their education. Omar says he went to Brooklyn Tech. A lot of my friends went to Brooklyn Tech, as a matter of fact. My son Adrian went to Brooklyn Tech. Hey, good morning. Dr. Tachi is in the building. Dr. Tachi is now at 6,000 subscribers on Indie Soup Media with great programming, great information, so much being talked about. You got to check out Indie Soup Media. If you haven't, you need to go there on YouTube. Check it out. She's at 6.14,000 subscribers. It's 1,000 subscribers each week, Dr. Tachi. You're doing it. And also for those that the interview that Chris interviewed me on his platform, Safe Space, has now been viewed by more than 2,000 people. So it's a great platform. It's a great platform to help people, to encourage people. Such great topics, great synergy. Folks are on that platform giving you their best and giving you great information. So tune into that. Okay, let me check my clock time. Okay, I'm good. What did you guys do this weekend? What did you do? Did y'all any of you say I did something this weekend? What did you do? Janet says, I horned in on a relaxing Sunday brunch where I reconnected with one of my Euro living friends. Love it. Love it. See, there we go. Dea says, had an amazing weekend. New beginning, Ron. I know what you're talking about, Dea. Can't tell you, but I can't tell the public, but I can tell. I know, Dea. I know. I've been following. Uh, anyway, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna keep walking away. Walk away, Ron. Walk away. Walk away so gently. Can't put people's business out in the world. Okay, here we go. Yes, Janet and I and another friend, we all got together and we were at Murray Hill. We walked, we did a historical walk with, let me just put that up there so you can see that. And here we go, Murray Hill. So a good friend of mine named Jeff Goodman and his historian friend Joyce Gold, they put together once a month these historical walks in New York City. So I photographed for it, and also it's a great opportunity for me to document these beautiful neighborhoods and add to my portfolio of historical places in New York City. So I invited my friend Linda. Shout out to Linda. She my Latin lover, and I got to enjoy it with Janet, and we all just had a great time together and got some history in. And then after that, we had a beautiful late lunch. It was absolutely wonderful. Thank you for that for this weekend. But also, some of you guys tuned in. I was able to do let me just backtrack. I am one of the ambassadors to the Manhattan Chamber of Commerce here in New York City, representing small businesses and helping small businesses here in New York City. That's what I do as an ambassador. I'm a liaison between people that want to be a part of the Manhattan Chamber and also getting information from people from the chamber to individuals. That's what I do. And I also support what is going on on the calendar. So this weekend we have what's called the Small Biz Street Fair in Manhattan along 2nd Avenue between 86th and 68th. And it was wonderful. We had such a great time. And I was able to, like last year, go live. And I was live on Instagram for the first time without being on YouTube. And it was such a great experience. And I was able to interview the vendors and share their information so we can support small businesses. And I got to meet so many cool vendors. And we also reconnected with our folks from Snow Milk, who opened up their first big store down in the Oculus here in New York City in the financial district in the World Trade Center. So it goes to show you could be a small business, a vendor in New York City on these street fairs, and then build your business in a way that you will end up having a retail space, or you have multiple retail spaces. They are located in the Oculus and they're located in Chelsea Market. So it was really good to support them last year. And also I still support them. And I still wear their clothes because that's my branding, part of my branding. I said, y'all definitely need to make me one of your brand ambassadors. But that's what we did on the street fair was so good. And let me should I put that up there? There we go. The street fair was excellent. and I was able to share. And I so there's a live video, and people have been watching it. I'm shocked. I should be shocked, but people are watching it. Yesterday, it only had like 60 views, and now today has 92 views as of this morning. And because again, there was so many vendors. Okay, I'm checking that clock because we're going to get ready for our Motivation Monday topic for today. And if you haven't read the title, let me did I put the title in here? Yeah, I think I did. Let me just get my Motivation Monday subject up here. So our motivation quote for the day is one of the one-time events. Oh, sorry. Oh, did I get that right? Oh, sorry. There we go. There's the quote. People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does bathing. That's why we recommend it daily, says Mr. Zig Zaglar. So we're going to talk about that beautiful quote and what it means to motivate us. So I guess we can dive into that in a little bit. But yeah, did anyone else share anything that they did this weekend? I don't want to overlook you. We're putting a. I see. Heina says while potting around the pool. Oh, you put plants. You putting plants and stuff around the pool. Nice, nice. My weekend. Brian says my weekend was heartwarming in Cleveland with Dad on Saturday and Mom yesterday. Nice. Nothing like good family time. Janice says great meeting Linda. Fun 3D experience. Yes, Janet got to know more about me on because because Linda is one of my long time best of friends. And Hannah says, I watched your wonderful excursion Saturday at the street fair while potting plants around the pool. Gotcha. Okay, got it. I think we got it. Did we get everybody in? I think we're caught up. So that's it. That's all. No one else did anything for the weekend. Oh, okay, y'all just didn't want to share. Y'all don't want to put your business out there. I understand. That's okay. Okay, it's Motivation Monday. So before we start Motivation Monday, I am going to start using my banners so that people can know where to find us and what's going on and how we do this, right? So here we go. If you are here for the first time, make sure, am I popping? This is popping up. Oh, you know what? I gotta get rid of this. Hold on a second. Hold on. Gotta get rid of that one banner. Okay, clock that out. You can find us on, and you can like and subscribe this YouTube channel, which is Ron Lewis Photos, but Touch Base Daily is a part of Ron Lewis Photos. And if you are on Instagram, and you want to follow and you want to connect with a better experience, come on over to YouTube. We always say, come on over, baby. Yes, that was my singing voice. So come on over to YouTube and you will get a better experience. And so that is one. So make sure you do that. That's your homework. And also, if you want, you can find me on Instagram. In case you're on YouTube and you've never seen me on Instagram, you can follow my photography. My event photography is on Ron Lewis Photos. So I'll be adding that. That's going to become just my event page of work. So Instagram, Ron Lewis Photos, and you can also find me on TikTok. Follow us on TikTok, Ron Lewis Photos, and that's the same on Facebook. Okay, I think we got it all. And in case you're interested, if you want teaching, you want basic teaching and basic photography, I do it virtually basic photography 101. If you want lessons on photography, we do it at your pace. It's usually about 10 weeks because we take the subjects one by one, and that will help you become a better photographer, either with your smartphone or your DSLR or your mirror or your film. Okay, so those are some basic tips and some information. Okay, now we're ready. Now we're ready to start Motivation Monday topic of the day. Okay, like I said, the quote for today's Motivation Monday is people often say that motivation doesn't last. Can I say it again? People often say that motivation doesn't last. Well, neither does a bath. Neither does bathing, says this quote. That's why we recommend it daily, says Mr. Zig Zaglar. And so we're going to dive into that. Okay. Motivation is not a one-time event, but a continuous process. It acknowledges that the feeling of being motivated can fade, such like the freshness we feel after a bath. So you got, and we all can identify with that, right? That we're motivated. Sometimes we get up and say, we're ready to go. We're ready to get that photography business going. We're ready to get that, that scarf business going. We're ready to be a creative. We're ready to be on YouTube. We're ready to be on Instagram. We're ready. We're ready to go. We're pumped up. We got people around us that pump us up. We pump ourselves up. We motivate ourselves. And then it begins to die. And you wake up the next day and say, oh, woe is me. Why am I doing this? Isn't that the truth? You can go from high energy as a photographer, as a entrepreneur, creative, content creator, and you are conquering, you're feeling good about yourself. And then it's like Pac-Man. Like it just, your energy is gone. It's just what happened. Well, Ziegler says, treat motivation as a daily ritual. That's what he's talking about, right? Keep it as a daily ritual. You have to get up every day with purpose. You have to get up every day and talk to yourself. You got to pump yourself up. And some days you don't feel like pumping yourself up. And that's when you may have to make a phone call and say to someone, hey, I'm a little down today. I need a little pick me up. Or maybe you hear this, maybe you need to plug in and do a repeat of this when you'll know where it is. It'll be on YouTube. Right? Trish says, make it a routine and love it. Trish also says it takes discipline. That's right. And Paro says, I feel great till the challenge. Brian says, that's real. That's right. And Trish says again, start with meditation and get out of your own way. Oh, look at that. These are some suggestions in here as well. Nice. Yes. Yes. And let's go with the next. Let's go to the next part of that. Hold on a second. Let me pop that off the screen. Okay, here we go. So how do we do it? How do we do it? We can read inspirational quotes like I do I love quotes. That's why I'm able to do this every Monday, because literally it is my thing. It's been my thing since I was a kid. I love quotes. I love poetry, but I love quotes. I love all kinds of quotes that inspire me, that encourage me. People say, Ron, how come you keep a good demeanor? I think it's because I've had years and years of quotes in my head, years and years of inspiration, because I like to read inspirational quotes. It's my thing. It's my jam. That's why ever since I became a photographer, I put in inspirational quotes on Motivation Mondays. Just go into my little bag of tricks, pull them out. That's why I like telling you guys about Motivation Monday, because this is what I do with myself for years. Also, set daily goals. Set daily goals. I was on a phone call with Gwendolyn last week, and I was so excited I think it was Friday. I did a lot of work on Friday. And so I was getting my calendar together. And I was so excited because I was able to now put in my calendar when to go to bed, because I didn't have that on my calendar. So I put in when to wind down, when I wake up, consistency every day, waking up the same day, same time every day, and going to sleep the same time every day, trying to be more consistent in my behaviors, because that way you're able to build better practices, business practices, life practices, spouse practices if you ever get a spouse or you have a spouse or some loved one in your life that you're taking care of. You got to have routines and you got to put it on the calendar. Without the calendar, I'm done. But anyway, set daily goals. And not only that, reflect on progress. Reflect on the progress you've made. You know what? I like my community, time benders community, and the folks in there, and we like to celebrate our wins. Our wins, WINS. We win. We won today, and celebrate them. The small wins are just as important as the big ones. Like, I completed my calendar. That's a win. I did my laundry today. That's a win. I spoke to someone about my business. That's a win. I uplifted someone about their business. That's a win. There's so many wins out there, and they're big and small, but reflect on them. They will encourage you. They will inspire you. They will give you the strength you need to go through the next day, to go through today. Think about it. Here's one. Trish is on the ball here. Affirmations are good too. And Omar says prayer works best for him. Prayer time. Prayer time. I see Trish says, get the sunlight directly in your eyes. Yeah. Ooh, you guys are talk about participation, y'all. This is community work here. Community work. We are a community. Let's talk. We're talking straight talk. Here we go. Gwen says, wins have no size. A win is a win. Can I say it again? Can I say that again? Can we all say amen to that one? Wins have no size. A win is a win. Celebrate it. Celebrate it. You woke up today. Celebrate it. You went to sleep last night. Celebrate it. I'm just saying. I'm speaking to myself as I speak to you. Yes. Brian says, progress is progress. Whether it be an inch or a mile, an inch forward is still forward. An inch, 2 feet is still forward. An inch a mile is, a forward movement to a mile is still forward. Right? It's Motivation Monday for those that are just tapping in. It's Motivation Monday, so we're doing our motivation time, sharing motivation for today, for the week. Trish says, did anyone win on the Derby? What a race. Win on the 11 horse. Won on. How many Kentucky Derby people are in the building? I know Gwendolyn was looking at the Kentucky Derby. Who else is it? Who follows the Kentucky Derby? A win. A win is a win. Trish says she just woke up. Hey, Anthony Rowland's in the building. Anthony, good morning. So good to see you. Hannah says, amen. That's right. Can we get an amen? Can we get an amen? We can read inspirational quotes, set daily goals, reflect on progress. And the last part of this, engage in positive self-talk. We cannot talk bad to ourselves. You can't call yourself ugly. You can't call yourself, oh, I'll never get this right. You can't say, I am no good. You can't live in those places. You can't live in those dark places. We are so much harder on ourselves than anyone else will ever be. Right? I remember when I first started this Touch Base Daily on YouTube, and my voices in my head, Gwendolyn and Chris, were like, yo, Ron, you should step up. you can pop onto YouTube. Do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. You can do it. StreamYard. You can do it. And I was like, yeah, maybe I'll get it done. I can learn this in about a month or maybe 2 months. Maybe I'll have this by June. Gwyneth looked at me and said, what? All I hear is excuses. What's going on here? You got this. It's a fast turnaround. And she was right. All I had to do was step forward and just do it. We should. I'm always fascinated with Gwendolyn when she's talking. She will stop herself in the middle of a sentence and say, I don't mean that. She was ready to talk something negative, but then she'll say, oh, wait, stop, pause. We got to be able to talk positive to ourselves, right? Because we live with ourselves all day. Trish says, love you on YouTube. Trish again says, win is a win with her bag, her money bag. She got some money in the Kentucky Derby. G says, you darn right. The first Saturday of May, baby. Talking about the Kentucky Derby. And Janet says, for her, morning prayer is her jam. That's right. We all have. We gotta have something. We all have something that we can hold on to and motivate ourselves. Get the inspirational quotes, daily goals, reflect on progress, and then again, engage in that positive self-talk to ourselves. Make sure you talk to yourself every day. You can win. You are going to win. You're going to get out of this situation. You are going to be what you want to be. I am going to be a better photographer. I am going to be a better spokesperson. I am going to speak better. I am. Right? Reminds me of those signs where you see with the black men. I am black man. I am. You saw all those signs. I am. I am. That's right. But you got to say, I am about the good things. Right? I am. I am. Okay. The quote also implies that consistency is key. Consistency. Just like most of us, I can't say everybody, but like most of us, we bathe every day. We bathe every day. We have to also be consistent with these things. We have to motivate ourselves every day. It's like brushing our teeth every day. Some people brush their teeth 2 times a day. Some people brush their teeth 3 times a day, or after every meal, so they may brush even more. We have to motivate each other. We have to motivate ourselves consistently. Consistently. Surround ourselves with people that motivate. Consider being around people that give you hope, that feed into your dream, that inspire you. The quote also implies the consistency is key. And we talk about that all the time in this community. Consistency, consistency, consistency. Next, just as skipping a day of bathing can lead to discomfort, not fostering motivation can lead to a lack of progress and a decrease in productivity. So true. You know what's so funny? I was writing my description of my Touch Base Daily Pop on Saturday. And so I'm writing and I'm like putting all the descriptions together. And then I read it out to Janet. So I was like, Janet, I'm just doing my description. She said, oh, she said, I know. And then I read it out to her. And she said, oh, is that AI? I said, no. Because I've been using AI to help me with my motivation Mondays and when I speak, I am now beginning to speak better and clearer because I'm learning word phrases. I'm learning where to punctuate, where to, I'm teaching myself as I go along doing this every week. And so I'm texting and she was like, "Oh, that sounds really nice." I was like, "No, this is not AI. This is me." But again, it's the consistency of doing things that makes you better at it, right? Just as keeping a day of bathing can lead to discomfort, not fostering motivation can lead to a lack of progress and a decrease in productivity. Keep doing it, y'all. Keep doing it. Don't give up. Don't give up. Keep doing it, right? Um, Trish says, help others, lift them too. Yes, right. That's right. Okay, next one. Ziegler encourages us to proactively engage in activities that inspire and energize us, thereby making motivation a habit rather than a sporadic occurrence. And I have to tell you, people are like, Ron, you are always on the go. Do you know why I'm always on the go? This very reason is I'm inspired by the world. I am inspired by humanity. I am inspired by the arts. I am inspired by other people. I am inspired by you. I am inspired by the daily occurrences that happen in the world. I am inspired by engaging. There's a reason why I'm a member of a cycling team. There's a reason why I go to Lincoln Center to listen to the chamber music, so CMS, the Chamber Music Society. There's a reason why I, in my business, support certain business causes because is it's what I call beneficial to both of us. I learn from them. I am able to give to them with my photography, and then I am also a part of their organization to feed off the energy of progress. Or when you give your art, you give your craft away to be a blessing. Yeah. Engage in activities that inspire you, energize you. It's the reason why I do my historical walks. My historical walks, I support my buddy Jeff. I go in, I photograph, but I'm also photographing for me too. Photographing his event so that way he can have some footage for his, you know, online. But then while I'm there, I'm hanging out with one of the greatest historians in New York City, Joyce Gold. And I learned so much about New York City from Joyce. You're like, Ron, how do you know so much? I hang around people that can feed my interests. And they encourage me, they energize me, they spark things in me that I would have never known. Sometimes I'm talking to Gwendolyn. We have our chats every day. Oh, yeah, we talk every day. Because we talk every day. And many times I'm talking to Gwendolyn. I'm like, oh, wow, that's a good idea. Or like, I'm talking to Chris. Oh, that's a good idea. Guys, surround yourself with people that can inspire you and energize you. Just saying. What do you say? What are you saying? Trish has the dough. Trish has the dough. Okay, next, and we're gonna get very close. In conclusion, as they say, in the conclusion, yeah, I do put that in. Yeah, in conclusion, here we go. Ziegler's quote is a call to action to make motivation a part of our daily routine, ensuring that we remain driven and focused on our goals every day. We're not just here for today. We're getting things ready for tomorrow. Now, tomorrow's not promised, but you need to be ready for when it does come, right? Tomorrow's not promised, but we need to be ready for when the next day comes. Yeah, that's a Ronage. that that was a Ron thought. So right there, Ron thought. Yeah, be ready. So and surround yourself with people that inspire you. It's also a reminder that the pursuit of personal and professional success is an ongoing journey that benefits from regular doses of motivation. So whether you're in Instagram or LinkedIn right now, because that's who's listening, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Instagram. That's who we are right now. That's the audience right now. Be motivated. Surround yourself with folks that can motivate you. And you will in turn be motivated, and then you'll be able to pour out into other people to motivate them. Right? So there we go. What are your thoughts? What says you? What says you? What says you? What are you motivated by? Who motivate? Does this ring well with anybody in the room? Does this ring well? Does anyone get this? Yeah. Let's be motivated this week. Okay? And again, that's it. I am going to let you guys go. Oh, there's someone. Oh, Brian says 100, 100. There we go. There we go. That's right. I see, Brian. It's almost like I'm in church. Can I get an amen? Can I get a witness? Oh, here's Trish says, push past what you think is possible. That's right, Trish. Trish gets the award today for high participation. You know when we were in school and the teacher used to give a star for class participation? Trish gets the star today. Chris, you got a star. Thank you for participating. But yeah, okay. So be motivated. Okay, you can see this also. We're gonna get off of here, but just so you know, this we are going to have our Patreon. For those that don't know about my Patreon page, I'm gonna put that out there real quick so you can see that wherever. Let me put it on the screen so you'll know what it is. So if you when I'm talking about it, and because if I don't talk about it, I miss my BJ. BJ's to be on top of me about all this stuff, and I'm going to be more proactive about it. And so if you want to support me on Patreon, you can do that by going to patreon.com, and you will find this whole thing on Motivation Monday on the page. And you will find all of our lessons there. Like last week, we talked about the fundamentals of the rule of thirds. You will find the quotes from last week, and all the other stuff that goes on. How to use our cameras as grid lines. All that stuff dwells on this Patreon page, so you can get the full information. That's your repeat, and then also again, like we talked about, make me an instrument a couple of weeks ago, a piece, and links and all the other stuff. So everything that I pretty much do is on this page on my Patreon in my Patreon community. So if you want to be a member and support me as I bring and build content and create content for this community and for others, join. Every dollar counts. So join the Patreon page. But you can follow this in its entirety. It's just like bathing. You will have the link to the show we just did, and you will also have all of it written out, the whole shebang of this, what I just shared with you on Motivation Monday is just like bathing. Okay, so that's why I titled this. It's just like bathing. And so check that out on Patreon. Okay. But also make sure you go to Indie Soup, plug into Indie Soup so that way you can also get reminders that we are on Indie Soup. Okay. We are on Indie Soup as a repeat at 4 o'clock each day and 6 o'clock on Fridays. And check out everybody that's on Indie Soup. Aya says, thank you. Oh, I see applause from Anthony. Hit. Oh, yes. Thank you, Trish. And if you are on here, please let me go back to my little banners, because my little banners is what gets me going. I love it. Is here we go. Here we go. I'm gonna get rid of Trish's thing there. Hold on a second, Trish. Thank you, Trish, for reminding me. Like and subscribe. Go to YouTube, hit Ron Lewis Photos, click and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this today. And yeah, that's what it's about, kids. And I think that's it. We're out of here, right? Hit the like button, hit the like button. And I see Trish said also, the sunshine and motivates us here. Thank you, Ron. Thank you, Trish. Thank you so much for listening in. Lisa says, have a great day, everyone. Okay, so put up your comments. Put up your love for one another. I'm going to give you that time, and then I'm going to shut us out. Okay, how about that? So you can send some love to each other. I see Anthony sends that love, hearts, fists, all that good stuff. And yeah, this is a community, y'all. For those that are first time here, this is what we do. It's a community. We try to build each other up. That's what it's about. It's about building each other up. I see that. You too, Lisa, and all. Yeah. And again, if you hit the like, subscribe, share. I need to put one that says like, share, like, subscribe, and share. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna redo this banner. Okay. Okay, guys. I think that's it. I think we are out of here. So, should I say goodbye? Say I say goodbye? Later.